Look at this really cool thing that I'm wearing around my neck. I'm going to tell you why this thing is so cool. I'm going to tell you what exactly it is, what it means to me. It was actually a gift, and it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten. I want to share with you today kind of the meaning behind it. It's a totem, or a talisman, some people call it, a symbol, an insignia, and this is the Egyptian Ankh with the Hex logo inside. Check this out too. Other side, you got the PulseChain logo. This thing rotates. Hex, PulseChain, depends how I'm feeling that day, right? But I want to tell you guys why this is so meaningful and important to me. It's really a symbol of keeping my eyes on the ball, my eyes on the prize, staying in my lane, and just not getting distracted, because it reminds me of the bigger picture of the purpose of why I joined crypto. And I wouldn't have been such a public figure if it wasn't for Hex, it wasn't for PulseChain, and the ideals that they represent, okay? See, they really were designed with crypto principles in mind. True decentralization from a technical standpoint, not economic, right? Because every coin has people with, that own a large percent, including Bitcoin. But these are tokens that are truly decentralized and really have the power to bring peer-to-peer, digital, borderless, self-sovereign money to the world. And, as cheesy as it sounds, if you do fix the money, I really believe you do fix one of the biggest problems of the world today, which is governments, and even more so unelected bureaucrats, inflating your money at your expense. You're working harder than ever before for your money, and your purchasing power is worth less and less. So, this is why I'm wearing this totem around my neck. It's kind of like Inception, the movie Inception, how the guy had a totem to see whether or not he was in a dream. It was like a spinning top, and he would spin the top, right? And if the top didn't fall eventually from gravity, I think that's how he knew he was in a dream. I don't remember. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this is a very special gift, and it was made by Hex Jeweler. Shout out Hex Jeweler. Custom-made crypto jewelry, Hex-themed. The Egyptian Ankh is a very cool, mysterious symbol if you want to look into it, but I'm here to really just talk about what it means to me and why it helps me to focus myself, ground myself, and come back to the basics, come back to the core principles of why I was here, because I know it's the bottom of the bear market. Things are really, really down right now across the board. Doesn't matter what coin you're holding. I don't care if you're holding Chainlink, Solana, even Bitcoin, Ethereum. To play the crypto game, you need to have the stomach for extreme volatility, and you need to believe in it long term. And I believe in crypto long term, and I believe Hex and PulseChain are going to be there when the bull comes back. But it's even about more than the next bull to me, right? It's about generational wealth. It's about decades from now, and taking the power back into our own hands by inventing our own made-up imaginary internet money, because guess what? I'd rather have the code rule the laws of my money than a bunch of unelected old dudes that are trying to land a plane with a blindfold on with this whole inflation rate and Federal Reserve rates. It's a mess out there. It's a mess out there, and crypto can fix this. And look, that's not to say I'm a maximalist or anything, People always get so mad about Bitcoin maxis or Hex maxis, and I'm maximal-ish. All right, that's what I'm going to call it, maximal-ish. It means I am 90% focused on PulseChain, the PulseChain ecosystem, Hex, PulseX, and coins that, feed back onto those tokens. Coins that extend the functionality, that bring new users in, that aren't leeching or cancerous to the community. Because there's a lot of outright scams in there too, and it takes a special type of person. There's a lot of mental illness in crypto for sure, but there's also a lot of good people out here trying to just change the world and make it better. And that's what wearing this chain reminds me of. This is real silver. Hey, maybe in the bull market I'll get it diamond encrusted, but we gotta cut costs right now. Can't be blowing money at the bottom of the bear market. But to anyone still here, I just want to say congrats for being here. Congrats for having the stomach for this game. Because like I've always said, the price you pay for the mad gains is the extreme volatility. And it's easy to say, but when the price goes down, when your net worth drops, some of you guys might have been holding since 30 cents, 40 cents, and you're down a lot, right? And if you're not dollar cost averaging in, that really hurts. But I think the believers are dollar cost averaging, and it seems to me that the non-believers have been rinsed out for the most part. We're seeing a lot of capitulation at these lows. Luckily, we've had a nice bump off the lows the past couple of days, but lo and behold, tonight's the full moon and we got a nice little red candle. Guys, day to day doesn't really concern me so much. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize, staying focused, staying in your lane, and not getting distracted by all these other altcoins out here. Look, I play around with tiny little side bets on meme coins or yield farms. I know. Shoot me, right? That's like a, what do you call it? That's like a original sin to the maxis, right? I do play around in other ecosystems, try to make passive income in other novel ways, but you never want to bet the farm on these brand new, untested smart contracts. You're always going to have smart contract risk. And I think a lot of people are going to benefit if they can stay focused. And these physical objects, right, that you wear, they're more than, just a pretty necklace to show off or whatever. Look at Richard, right? He wears a diamond encrusted Hex logo. He used to wear, I don't know if he still wears it, he invented his own logo. It's a fist crushing money. I forgot exactly what he called it. Power to profit. I think it was power to profit. Right? So people that are at the top, successful people, from what I've noticed, they always have these physical representations. They oftentimes have these physical manifestations of their core ideals, their core mission, their purpose. And it's kind of like their compass, right? So Hex and PulseChain has been my compass for navigating the crypto world. Bitcoin and Ethereum are great, but I want to be on the right side of history, backing and promoting things that I believe are new, novel, and actually revolutionary. I do believe PulseChain and Hex will change the game, as they already have. We can see the on-chain metrics, the social metrics, they're diverging from the price. The chain is objectively getting more usage. I'm talking about PulseChain. More transactions, more volume than almost every other blockchain. There's hundreds of blockchains out there. PulseChain's been in the top 10 by usage since the moment it launched. It even got as high as number 2 or 3, I think. And if you look at Lunar Crush, social metrics, you can see new YouTubers, existing YouTubers, Twitter accounts, all kinds of social media activity talking about Hex, even the haters, right? So it's one of the cool things about Hex too and PulseChain, the ecosystem, is that whether or not you love it or hate it, you have heard of it. And it's all part of the plan, guys. All this marketing, all this outrage marketing, all the fighting, really no news is bad news at the end of the day. If it bleeds, it leads. Half the people are going to love you, half the people are going to hate you. You just want to punch out and have more people find out about you and what you can offer. And if people don't jive to your message or whatever, if people don't get it, then don't waste your time trying to explain it. Just move on to the next person, right? There's a lot of people that hate on every other crypto that's not Bitcoin. Hell, there's still a lot of people that even hate on Bitcoin. They just don't even accept that this is a real thing. And I get it, right? From the outside looking in, it's a casino sometimes, right? It's a casino. It brings a lot of degenerate gambler type of people. It really, really does. It brings a lot of, just some of the worst and the best of the best in terms of intelligence and mental stability and all that. And look, it can be whatever you want it to be. So PulseChain can be a yield farming game. It could be a meme coin game. It could even be a degenerate playground for scammers to come build whatever they want because it's an open blockchain. But you got to stay vigilant. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on Hex. Let's flip that around. PulseChain. Let's say I'm in PulseChain mode right now. But look, I feel like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. We've got glimmers of hope in the price chart. We've got people building all around us. The PulseChain community is relentless, and I do believe that we will succeed. And SEC or not, what we're talking about here is unstoppable code with no off switch, all right? So whatever it takes, do whatever it takes to take a shot at financial freedom. And if it's too risky for you, if it's too volatile for you, you don't have to be here, you don't have to play the game. But all of you still watching, the fact that you are here, the fact that you may or may not be buying these lows like I am, I'm buying the dip, right? History will either prove me the craziest idiot in the world, or maybe I'll be on Forbes 30 under 30 one day, who knows? Except I can't really, I guess, because I just turned 30, so hey, whatever. basically all I'm trying to say, guys, is you need a way to stay focused. You need to not let the FUD get to you, whatever it takes. See, people are trying to siphon your life force energy, which is your attention. That is the only thing that matters, is your attention. And where energy goes, money flows, right? So if you're diverting your energy between a million different coins, like I used to do back in the day, just try to learn from the mistakes of people that have been here a while, such as myself. I've been here for 8 years. And I don't want other people to follow the road that I took, because in the first 4 or 5 years of my crypto journey, I did a lot of that degenerate gambler crap. And I didn't focus on the higher ideals of crypto. And the mission of Hex and PulseChain is the mission of crypto, in my opinion. You could talk shit about that all day long. I really don't care. This is my reality. This is what I believe. It might sound crazy to some people, but here we are. And I think the numbers don't lie. When you look at all the people building, when you look at the community, having meetups across the country, when the prices are at all-time lows almost on PulseChain, right? We're only 100 days old, 110 days old. So let's let time do its thing. Let's stand up for what we believe in. Let's not fall for the chilling effect of crypto, right? Because they want to silence us, and we need to stop dividing each other based on what coin you like. It's almost like what sports team you like. At the end of the day, we're fighting for crypto versus the powers that be. Because guess what? There's powers out there, the SEC, maybe even higher up eventually, right? They're going to try to shut off this thing if they feel like they can't control it. So it's up to us to continue to use it, to continue to educate the world about how to use it, what it is. Decentralized code with no off switch, no admin keys, no middlemen. That's what real crypto was invented for. It was invented to remove middlemen. So shout out to Hex Jeweler. Shout out to this beautiful Hex pendant. You know, it's just something that I've noticed, that a lot of successful people, they don't get distracted. They don't put all their eggs in all these different baskets. They focus on one particular singular mission for a period of time, and they see it all the way to fruition. So it's really easy to get distracted out there, especially in crypto. Everyone's got a new coin to shill you, and it's okay to play around. I'm not telling anybody what to do with their money. You don't even have to be in crypto. If this is scary for you, if the price's volatility is too much, look, you're not going to get the 1,000 X's without the 90% dips. It's just, that's the game that we're playing. And one day the volatility will be gone, but then guess what? The price potential for appreciation will also be gone. So, you know, we're really going to separate the cream from the crop in this next bull market. And we'll see which cryptos survive based on their merit. And just by the merit of surviving, right? A lot of these cryptos are going to do very well if they've got communities behind them, if they've got product market fit, and if people just want to buy them. That's all it comes down to. Do people want this? Is it a product that people want? The market will decide, but don't let the SEC decide for you. Don't let some random scammers on the internet, some anonymous Telegram trolls, don't let them decide your financial future for you. Decide what you want to invest in based on your own cognition, your own conceptions, your own ideals, right? You have to sell yourself first. You have to persuade yourself that these are worth buying and not look to somebody else to tell you what to buy. And I persuaded myself on these a long, long time ago. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm not shaken. Also, it's not my first bear market either, but it does help knowing that I persuaded myself based on the merit. Not that I trust Richard Hart or that I worship this one guy. Okay, that's really sad and pathetic in my opinion. You should never rely on one person to tell you what to buy. You should buy something because you believe in the ideals behind it, because you believe that blockchain technology is freedom of speech, and that code is just language, and that code is law. And I'd rather trust math instead of man, because that hasn't worked out for us so well, has it, in the past 100 years? So I look forward to seeing all of you at the top of the bull market. Congratulations on still being here. Happy full moon. We'll see if the tides turn in a couple of weeks here after the Fed raises rates potentially one last time, September 17th. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.